All right. Good afternoon and good morning, everyone, depending on what coast you're on. My name is Wade Pierce, and I'm going to be presenting something to you today that is extremely unique for every small business owner and entrepreneur, or anyone with a product, brand, service, anything. And it is a game changer for small business owners by far, because there is no tool that a small business owner can use with as much reach and flexibility for the ROI than what you're about to learn about today. So before I get into why you need this and exactly how it works, let's just take a look at the market, where we're at, and then we'll just dive right into some examples. What is something every business has to do, whether they like it or not? Well, we all have to promote. That is beyond conversation. If we don't promote, we basically go out of business. We'll try everything. TV spots, for small businesses, that might be a little bit of a stretch. But radio, flyers, print media, social media, magazines, everything we can to get more eyeballs on our offer. The bottom line is we have to promote or we go out of business. I mean, very few businesses can survive without promotion. What if there was a superior and less costly way to promote your business or brand, opportunity, product, or service to thousands of people directly to their smartphones, which is where they live? The stats are showing that people are consuming 7 times more content on their phone than any other device in modern life. Which means if you are a small business owner or you have a brand, product, service, or opportunity and you want to expose it to more people and you're not marketing to people on their smartphones, you are losing money. It's just a fact. And I'm going to show you some stats that prove what we're doing is the trend. It's where things are going. It's where people want to be advertised to, much to people's counterintuitive position. Even me, when you see the stats, it's shocking that the tectonic shift away from TV, radio, billboards towards phones has already happened. Past tense, meaning it's happened. Happened, but most small business owners aren't taking advantage of it because they did not have the technology that let them leverage it. Welcome to the world of proximity marketing. Proximity marketing brings leads to you. Major retailers are having huge success with proximity marketing. I mean, look at the brands that are using: McDonald's, Target, Urban Outfitters, Nordstrom, Macy's, Kenneth Cole, and they're rolling it out to all their franchises and their outlets. But they use high-end systems in each location, which small business owners can't afford. So it makes the return on investment kind of moot. It takes it out of the realm of practicality for a small business owner until now. Everything's about to change for all business owners, but especially small business owners. Welcome to the Asirvia Go. We have a brand new platform and a brand new patent pending technology that I'm going to show you about. We have 2 versions of what you're seeing on the screen, and I'm going to show you exactly what it does. One is called the Basic and one is called the Plus, and I'll get into both. What the Asirvia Go will allow you to do is create a 40-character message, plus or minus a few, and it will broadcast that message to any Android device within 100 yards of that beacon that happens to have Bluetooth enabled, which is 50% of all Android users. Mine's on 24/7. About 50% of all Android users, that is our target, not iPhones. But by the way, if an iPhone user happened to have the new operating system, 10.3.3, and happened to have Google Chrome installed on their phone, they would see it also. But that is not our target. We do not promote that at all. It's just kind of a bonus. We are 100% focused on Android devices. And you'll see why, because the market is dominated by Android. And it'll allow you to direct people who see that notification on their phone to any website and offer you choose. Promote anything, any offer, sale, business opportunity, event, brand, service, etc. Genius. Now we're going to get into how cool this really is and how you can leverage it. It's small, compact, battery operated with a battery that lasts up to 2 years. It is a changeable battery. So between 18 months and 2 years. If you have it on 24/7, it might last 18 months. If you turn it on and off because it has an on and off switch, it might last 2 years. You can just take the back off and change the battery. It's like those small dime-shaped flat batteries you put in watches. Very inexpensive, easy to change. Promote whatever you want, whenever you want, and wherever you want. Right now, that may seem strange, but you're going to understand this new world of proximity marketing, which is portable marketing. Remember that term. This is portable marketing, and we leverage social media at the same time. Doesn't matter where you are with that beacon or where you happen to leave the beacon. Yes, I said that right. Leave it. You can literally locate them and leave them places, and they are marketing for you 24/7. Now, Android is our focus. It is the dominant by far operating system in global phone use. Over 85% smartphone market share is owned by Android. This is a company called Statista. All they do is statistics. You can see the lime green from '09, and the dark blue is iOS, so Apple. As you can see, Apple's remained relatively unchanged for its existence, but it has multiple product lines. This is why there's such penetration of Apple brand into people's lives. You got laptops, computers, TVs, peripherals, iPods, on and on and on. There's so many peripheral products, so it has massive penetration in the market. But in terms of phone use and phone usage, it's not even close to Android. Android has almost 86% of the market share as of last year. And by the end of this year, 2017, it will rise to 90% global market share. So if you're a small business owner, it's irrelevant. This doesn't work on iPhones, which I mentioned earlier. It can, but it's not our focus, because there are so many people with Android phones. If you're a small business owner and you want to get to people's phones, you have to take advantage of this massive market. Now, you can change the message anytime you want, test multiple offers at the same time. So I could literally have 8, 10, 12, 20 of these, and you'll see how inexpensive it is and why you can do this. You could have different messages on each device going to one single offer and test which message converts the best. That's one example. You could also say, no, I'm going to have the same message on all devices and try them to 8, 10, 12 different offers and see which offer converts the best on the same message. I could also say, how about each one of these units has its own code number, which it does, and when you set them up, every one of them is trackable. Think about this. For a small business owner, they did not have access to this kind of control of their marketing, not for this minimal cost. You can track each one of these units, and it'll say which unit is doing what. So you could say, I could put one of these down at a Starbucks in a heavy populated area, or a sporting event, or a trade show. I mean, I literally could locate them. And each one of them has a number, so you're going to know which one you did what with, and it'll show the traffic and exactly what's happening to it. It's incredible. Now, proximity marketing is on the rise. 53% of consumers are willing to share their current location to receive more relevant advertising. 57% are more likely to engage with location-based advertising. 62% are willing to share those local deals with friends. So let me just talk about those first 3 bullets. I said earlier that I'm going to show you some stats that prove that people want this kind of marketing. They do. The stats are proving it, and so are the results from business owners doing it. They're saying if it's location-based, I want to hear about it. And I'm more likely to engage with it if it's location-based, as opposed to me sitting on a couch watching a TV show or a football game, and I see an ad. I'm not likely to jump off the couch and go engage with that ad. I look at that as a nuisance. It's interrupting my experience of the program I want to watch. And that's borne out, in fact, by people who use PVRs so they don't have to watch the commercials. So the point is, that's dinosaur marketing. Only the big boys can afford to throw out money in terms of brand marketing and getting mind share. A small business owner cannot afford to do that. They need something that leads to conversions fast. That means proximity. Now, if you're not using smartphones, you're saying that I don't care if people will share my deals with friends. Clearly, that's just not a good mindset as a business owner. The stats are showing, if you give me a good deal and it's location-based, I'll actually share it. Well, I'm going to show you something in a couple minutes. Not only can you share it, but you can make it go viral. And there's nothing like this in the market. We have patent pending technology. We're the only ones in the world doing it. 63% of consumers feel a coupon is the most valuable form of mobile marketing, and they will share them. If they're relevant, they'll share them. We're just giving them easier ways to share it and to have the people they share it with share it. That's where it goes viral. Targeted offers based on proximity lead to higher conversion rates. That's just the reality. Why your business, brand, product, or service must employ a proximity marketing solution. This is done by Market and Markets Research, one of the largest global research firms on the planet. They do 1,700 Fortune enterprises use their material, and they do 1,200 premium studies a year. That's all they do. And this is the global market forecast for proximity marketing. The proximity marketing market is expected to be worth over USD $52 billion by 2022 and is growing at an annual growth rate of 29.8% between now and 22. That's unbelievable. Like, we have to pause and really just let that land. How many businesses do you know, industries, growing at just around 30% a year? And how many businesses do you know in niches that are worth, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 billion? and no one knows about it. Now, I really have to stress this. It's monstrous. It's growing. It's where the trend is, but no one's doing it yet. When I say no one, I mean the mass of people have not caught up to it. But the stats are showing those who are in the know are leveraging it to great profit, and the market is exploding. We happen to be on the leading edge of this trend, and no one's talking about it yet. So here's some examples of industries you could use this in. By no means exhaustive, but a great cross-section. Salons, hair salons, nail salons, restaurants. Remember I told you could split test and have multiple messages? Well, not only can you do that, that's on the basic plan, but you literally could get what's called our plus plan, and I'll show you that allows you to control the dates and timer on it. Let's say you're a restaurant owner, and from 7 to 10, you do breakfast. So you want a little promo going out around then, specific to that time of day. And say from 10 to noon, you have a brunch. And from noon to 2, you have lunch. And from 2 to 4, you have happy hour or whatever. And 4 to 7, you have a dinner. And then there's an event from 7 to 10. That's 6 different things going on in one calendar day. You literally could put deals up in advance. We call them deals or offers in our back end. You structure them, press save, put the date on them, and put a timer on it. Think about this. You literally could have it automatically changing the deal that people are exposed to on their phones on cue without you touching it. You tell me where you can go and do that. There's nowhere that you have that kind of control of your marketing message and your ads and offers. What are you going to do with flyers? Put them down and hope someone sees it. There's no way to leverage that. There's no way to split test it. It's just old school marketing. I'm not suggesting people don't do print media. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that there are tools that are far more effective at your ability to change messages, have work for you 24/7 without having to keep reprinting new content in print media. So it's phenomenal. So real estate agents could put them in their lockbox of a house and have a for sale sign in the front yard, and someone's driving by, oh, there's a house for sale. And right on the for sale sign, it says, have an Android phone, check it now. So the person does, sees a notification, clicks on a link, and it takes them to a video walkthrough of the inside of the house. That's just smart. That's just smart marketing for a real estate agent. I could have 10, 20 of these beacons, each one driving to one of my listings if I have numerous listings. I could have 5, 6, 7 of these planted at different locations or given to other agents in my office, and me carrying a few to drive people to my open houses. That's just smart. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. Thank you. Massage practitioners, network marketers, absolutely network marketers. If someone's building a network marketing company, what do you want? You want leads and sales. Well, most people don't want to go get leads and go do sales. They just don't. So attrition happens. This deals with the #1 issue in this industry, attrition. It's saying, here's another line in the water, in the pond. Here's another option, another opportunity for you to expose your message. Let's say you had an organization and you're just starting and you're building and everyone in your business is using this. Do you think you're better off with it or without it? I mean, it's just a no-brainer. If you have these and you had an organization, like I have over 400 people, well, let's say 200 use it and they got 1 sale every 60 days from it. That's 200 sales that weren't there. That's incredible. I mean, it just makes no sense for a network marketer not to employ this if they fully understand what it does. And I'm going to do my job to educate you on that now. Insurance agents, chiropractors, clothing stores, trade shows, events, sporting events, in the park, coffee shops, food trucks, tour operators, caterers, I mean, tradespeople for sure, marketing companies, salespeople, art museums. I mean, literally, there is no business that can't use this because you can leverage it in different ways. Some people want to use it just for branding. Some might say, I just want one of these beacons going right to my website. Because there's a certain message I want people to see. There might be one specific web page inside your website that you want to drive traffic to. There might be a Facebook page you want free likes and free traffic to. You could leave one of these 24/7 on your Facebook page, to a YouTube channel, to a Twitter account, to a Pinterest account. You maybe sell dresses. There is basically no limit to how you can use these. It just gives you so much flexibility. Here's an owner of 5 Win gyms, so gyms, for fitness, and he was using print media at about $2,400 and getting minimal pull off it. Those were his words. Gave him 1 of these beacons with the plus service attached, which I'm going to go through in detail. I've mentioned a bit about, but I'll show you exactly what it does. In 1 day, had 211 exposures and 17 people engage with his offer, meaning opt in to get more information on his offer. He's promoting gym memberships and maybe drop-ins and some other things. He never had that much control. He'd have to print out stuff for $2,400, hope the flyer pulls at a rate of about 1% in a perfect world. Now he's got something where he could use dozens of these for less money than it's cost him to print those flyers and distribute them, because you have to physically distribute them. Now these are with you 24/7 with multiple messages. It's just, needless to say, he bought and is a happy testimonial. Here's a gentleman, a real estate agent, drove some traffic to his Facebook page where he had a post and had people engage with his property. In 8 hours, he had 27 views that he did not have before. And now here's the comparison between the base plan and the Go Plus. The first 6 features are identical. You get a 40-character message, clickable link, so a website you're driving people to. The units are provisioned by you, which means when they arrive, you go into the website, they call it a back office. You program the user number in of each beacon, you press save, now it's active. Then the messages and links that you put in are active immediately. So you put in 25% off pizza, 2-for-1 massage, bring a partner, get a free drink, whatever it is you're promoting. Maybe you're promoting a business meeting. You can promote that. Starts at 7. Earn an extra $100 a day. Click here. That whatever it is you're promoting. So messages, and as soon as you put that message in and put the website you're driving people to, you press save, it is live on your phone within seconds and anyone's phone within 100 yards of that unit. It's intuitive, easy to use web-based service. You literally log in the back office with your username and password, hit the dashboards right in front of you. You hit a button called messages, input your message and the website and press save. A 7-year-old can use this. Real-time trackers of Go hits, so each unit is trackable. You know what each one's doing. You may be tracking the message quality, the offer quality, the location quality, but you can track it. That's what's cool. Now, the Plus service and why you're absolutely going to want to take advantage of this. Virtually everyone who looks at this, when they understand what the Plus does, owns it, and you'll understand why in about 2 minutes. Patent pending technology no one in the world has. You can add viewable graphics and photos, your own or ours, as we populate it. Not right now, they'd have to be yours, but we are going to populate a full library of images that are niche specific. As we find more and more people coming on board with specific niches popping their heads up, we will populate those niches more than others for obvious reasons. But our experience has been, and it will always be, that businesses have their own graphics department, their own logos, their own branding they want to use. So you can literally just press a button, upload, grabs it from your computer, press save. Create and choose from multiple deals and offers, which means you could literally create 5, 6, 7, 10 deals at once. They're that easy to do. Upload your graphic, write in the name of the deal, the date you want it to expire, and press save. And I want to show you, they look phenomenal. So the beauty is you could do that all in one day and you're done. And just go log in once in a while and hit a drop down to choose the deal you want to promote if you only have, say, 2 or 3 beacons. But those who have 8, 10, 12, 20 beacons, they have them all live and they're just hammering it, right? Put deals and offers on a timer, which I mentioned. So now you can put a date and a timer. You might have a business presentation or an opportunity you're promoting from 7 to 9 and it expires. That's the only time you want them to know about it. The timer could rotate and it could give a different message after 9. I mean, it's phenomenal what you can do, whether you're a restaurant, maybe it's an open house and you have a timer and a real estate agent. Maybe you're a hair salon and you have deals on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's phenomenal because you can program it in advance and just let it do its thing. Talk about hands off. It's the dream for a small marketer to not spend so much time on marketing, which let's be honest, most small business owners either are not good at it or don't like it anyways. Generally because of the cost, because they realize they're putting on a lot of money and they're hoping they get a return. Now it's so inexpensive, gives them so much control. They can leverage social media, which this is where it gets cool. They can save these deals. So let's just say you had a deal. You're a hair salon and I want a haircut and the deal ends this Thursday, and you've got a date on it and it's 20% off. Or, buy 3, get 1 haircut free, whatever it is you're promoting. I want to get a haircut. So I save it. I literally can press a button right on the deal. So I hit the notification on my phone. The deal pops up. It says save to iTunes or Android wallet. I literally just press it and it saves it. Or I could click a button that has your phone number on it, which is the last tick on this box. Literally click a button. Your phone number is embedded in it. It loads the dialer and gives you a call. And the other button would be a website link that takes them to explain the deal and more offer if they needed more information on it. But now, let's say I've saved it. This is where it gets really cool. I've saved it. I'm going to use it. And Friday rolls around, and I missed the deal, which was Thursday. You can literally go in and edit that deal real time, change it, change the terms, maybe extend the date on it, or completely change that deal itself that I've already saved. And guess what happens? It's updated live to me. So if I see it Saturday or Sunday and I've forgotten, oh, I wanted to get that haircut. Darn, I got too busy. And I see the deal, I go, that's not the deal I saved. They're seeing the most current version of your deal. That's unbelievable. You can't do that with print media. You can't just go reprint it and go hand it to the guy. This is 24/7 live real-time marketing at its best. I, as someone who's saving your deal, get to see your most current offer forever if I've saved it. That's unbelievable penetration and access to someone's eyeballs. Now, let's take it to the next level. And this is where, to me, it gets really fun. What if I share it? There's a button right in the deal that says share, and it shares it to Facebook. It'll literally open up my Facebook browser, and I share it to my timeline, which means your deal is being promoted by your market onto their Facebook timelines where their friends can see it and continue to share it. That's viral marketing that you're paying zero for. Remember I talked about those bullets about 10 minutes ago? 62% will share local deals with friends. Now they can. They literally can do it easily. So not only are they saving your deals that can be updated, so they're going to save a deal that's never going to expire because you can constantly update it and have access to their phone. Plus, they're sharing information on Facebook that can help it go viral. If you're really good at creating offers, you literally could have a deal kind of go viral. And I'm going to show you something in regard to that. For those who choose to share this business with others and be compensated, there's a link that goes in the bottom of all deals, every deal ever created by any customer who uses this service to promote it to their market. Right in the bottom, it says advertise like this, which means it's a link that other people can see. Like, how's this guy doing this? You know, other business owners are going to see it. They click on that. If you're an affiliate, they click on that link, advertise like this, and go buy this service, you get paid. I'm being quiet because I want that to land. That is unbelievable. In terms of marketing, that's dreamland. You get to leverage someone else's work, meaning they created the deal, you didn't. They're using it for the benefit of their business to get sales. It happens to have a link embedded on all of those deals that are going out there and being shared virally on Facebook. And if they're an affiliate, they're getting paid. If they're not, and you sold it to them, you're getting paid on all of that person's activity. I'm telling you, this is a game changer, and those who see this now and kind of take advantage of this clearly are in an advantageous position. So I want to spend a lot of time on that because it's important, because these features no one else has in the world. Now let's take a look at the price, and you're going to really be happy. Right now you get a 50% off special, which means the prices will be grandfathered at these prices. So once you buy today, and for the next little bit, they're going to be at this 50% off rate. But since our launch on October 1st, we've been in business for about 5 months. Soft launched in the middle of May, officially launched October 1st. So you get the benefit of that, which means 50% off pricing that will stay the same for you for life, even when we double our prices, which we will be. This one unit is only $25 a month. So just think about that. You're a small business owner who can't afford $50 a month for 3 units or $99 a month for 8. That's the base service. If you want the plus, it's only $19 a month for all those features I just shared with you. $19 a month per unit. So you could do 2. You say, oh, yeah, I want the ability to create deals. I'm going to buy 3 units and I want them all on the plus service. Or I want to buy 8 units or 10 or 15 or 20, and I want 4 or 5 of them with the ability to create multiple different types of offers. You have that ability and flexibility to say, that's what I want on the base package, and I want X amount of units on the plus service. So you have full control. To get started, there's a one-time activation fee of $30 per account, which means for the entire account setup, not per unit. So it doesn't matter if you buy 1 or 100 of these, it's $30 to set up the account. The initial sign-up is 2 months in advance, plus the activation. So whatever price you put together, like you bought 8 units and you bought 3 on the plus, so you'd add 19 to the 99 and you'd multiply that by 2 plus the activation. That'd be your initial upfront fee plus the $10 activation, shipping costs in USA and Canada, and $30 international. And for the record, by next week, any orders that are processed before 10 a.m. will be processed the exact same day and go out that day or the next morning. You can expect it in North America within 3 to 4 business days, which is phenomenal. We're extremely excited about that, and we're just rolling out that shipping arrangement. International will be about 7 business days, especially in Mexico and Australia, in South Africa. There's a few places that are just much more challenging. I live in Mexico, so I can speak from experience. You can expect 7 to 10 business days. Well, a replacement fee of $25 if something happens to any of your units within the first 12 months. If you are a customer for longer than 12 months, every single unit that has a problem that will be replaced for free. So hopefully I've done a good job of communicating to you how unbelievably powerful this inexpensive marketing tool is, and that this is the trend. You must be marketing to smartphones. You just have to. You cannot avoid or ignore that that's where people focus nowadays. The average person will look at their phone over 100 times a day. 100. Try it one day and watch yourself. You may not be the typical market that I'm talking to, but I guarantee you look at it more than 10 times. You know, it's said that people will touch their face almost 3,000 times a day. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, come on, that's absurd. Watch how many times you touch your lips, your eyelashes, your nose. It's unbelievable. I started thinking about it one day. I go, it's easily hundreds. Now, the phone, trust me, there are people that touch it hundreds of times a day. They just are obsessed with the phone, meaning you have to have your marketing message there. That's where they're being exposed. So what is next? What's next is you're going to get back with the person who invited you, thank them for inviting you to this webinar, and get a package that's right for you. Just decide. I would highly encourage you to take your time and think about that, because everyone who buys 3 wishes they bought 8. No one buys 1. I mean, and I'll tell you why. They buy 1 and immediately buy 3 because they go, oh, wow, I can drive 1 to my website and just leave it there, 1 to my Facebook page, 1 to my Pinterest account. Well, now I got none left. You will use 3. 100% guaranteed you're using 3. So if you want to really start running some aggressive deals and split testing and getting the full weight and power of this, get 8. And if they're fully activated in the Plus system, it's less than $250 a month for this kind of marketing reach. You can't do that with flyers. You can't do that with anything, relatively speaking, for the return on investment for what you're putting out. Now, I'm suggesting you continue doing all the marketing you're doing, or if you're on a budget, maybe use this for 2-3 months and compare and see which one was most effective, right? It's just business. Now, that's the end of the introductory presentation. So those of you who are invited here strictly to learn about the product and how it can benefit your business, this was the end of that conversation. Yet those of you who are interested in supplementing your income, perhaps adding a few hundred or a few $1,000s extra a month on the side, I encourage you to hang around for 5 to 7 minutes. That's all it'll take. And I'm going to share with you an incredible opportunity. You may even want to just get compensated on your package price. Let's say you want 8 units fully activated. It's $250 a month. I can show you how to get that at no cost if you want to stick around. So this is a ground floor opportunity in the strictest sense of that word, launched in May of 2017. I was at the original webinar they did, and it was cute in a way because no one talked about it. It was just word of mouth, and it wasn't structured. It was just kind of happening, and it's exploded. I mean, this business, and we just announced what you've seen today was just announced 2 weeks ago. Literally, it's just arriving at people's doors. This is night and day better than what we saw when we first saw it. It's phenomenal. And I got to change this number. I keep forgetting. It's 17,000 distributors and customers, 60% customers, 40% distributors, growing at about 1,000 to 1,200 per week clip. When no one knows about it, you can do business in 192 countries today. No licensing, no franchise fee, no referral fees, no approval. You literally just go to work. And I want to mention one thing here. When you're considering a business opportunity, I'm a business guy, I'm 53, I've been around, I've been self-employed for almost my whole life. So I look at obviously all the benefits, and who doesn't? But your second thing you want to do is you want to focus on what are the problems? What's the downside? But you don't need to analyze every single negative. You just need what is the biggest downside? Murphy's Law, right? What is the absolute worst case scenario? Well, the worst case scenario is you're using a product that's generating new leads for your business. That's it. That's the worst that can come out of this. So when I looked at that, I go, well, I've got a product I'm going to use, and that's the worst that can happen. I'm okay with it. I can live with that. The downside is something anyone can live with because you're using it and you're getting benefit from it. But the upside, as you're about to learn, is massive. So why is Asirvia Go a home run? Millions of businesses need it. It's not a luxury item. It is a necessity. Keep that in mind. That's important. Inexpensive. Businesses spend hundreds and thousands a month. The product is genius with a clear value proposition, leveraging the most powerful tech in modern life, the phone. No barrier to entry. Everyone can do it. Everyone can afford it. Residual, entire model is based on recurring revenue, so it's monthly income. The problem with working for a living is you work once, you get paid once. You work once, you get paid once. You stop working, you stop getting paid. It is not a recipe for financial independence. As the stats on all government websites show, less than 1% of all people will retire financially independent who work for a living. And less than 4% will retire in the same level that they're accustomed to before they retired. In other words, 96% of everyone is either going to have to go back to work or lower their standard of living if they're working for a living. That's frightening to me. I don't know about you. That scares the crap out of me. I find it more comforting to know there's recurring revenue, at least at the same time while we're trying to replace our income that our day-to-day job is taken care of. But if you're not doing something to generate some sort of passive income, you are at a huge risk ratio for retirement. It's just, unless you're going to you inherit a lot of money, or your property is worth a fortune, or you have some investments already, which goes to what I'm saying, there's some passive income. Now, we paid every single day. I don't know many businesses that pay weekly, let alone daily. So you see success instantly. And it doesn't matter if it's $37.20. You're up. You're in the money. So that's the beauty of this business model. Because it's so inexpensive and people can make money fast, they see success, so they share it. And it builds this viral component. People tend to talk about this and share it fast. Now, here's the pay plan, all in one sheet, and we'll wrap this up. We get paid 4 ways plus 2 really cool bonuses. First way is commission, 25% commission on what you sell. If you sold me that 8 plan and I activated them all on the plus, that'd be $250. You get 25% of that upfront. Now, when I renew each month and I want to keep using this service, you get 10% ongoing for as long as I'm a customer. Pretty cool. If I happen to tell people and they renewed, you get 5% of that renewal, down 5 generations. So it goes 10, 5, 2, 2, 1. So those are the first 2 ways you get paid: direct sales commission and a residual commission on the sales themselves. The third way you get paid is called daily base pay. This is based on team volume, not just you. This is you telling a few people who tell a few people. I'm going to make you look at the colors: the purple, the green, the blue, the orange, and the dark blue. You'll see in the purple it says 1,000 sales volume. 1,000 is team volume. So if you sold me that 8 plan for $250, you'd need 4 of those to hit the first rank. I mean, it's incredible. Now, is everyone going to buy 8? No, but they might buy 3 and activate 3, so it's $100. You'd need 10 if you did it yourself, which no one's doing. Well, that's not true. Some are. They're getting 20, 30, 40 themselves. But generally speaking, people are going to tell a few people, and they'll tell a few. All that volume flows up to you. So you literally could tell 2 or 3, and they tell it, and it's done. Now, why does that matter? Because as you move through the color ranks, your money per day goes up. The green is $10 a day. Then the blue is $30 a day. Then the orange is $100. Then the dark blue is $300, all the way up to $3,000 per day in this one part of the pay plan, plus your commissions. So that will be expanded upon when anyone happens to hit that. Remember, we've just started, so no one's there yet. So if someone starts hitting 3, it'll go up to 35. Someone hits that, it'll go up to 4. If people keep hitting that, it'll keep expanding. So it's exciting. It's an open door for our growth. And the pay plan has been analyzed by computer programs for 16 months. It was analyzed to come to this conclusion that you're seeing, and it didn't break down. So in other words, the computer program shows it will sustain all the money that's being paid out and will sustain additional money being paid out. So the fourth way is generational check match. Again, look at the colors. If you're an associate and you hit it once, you get 25% check match off everyone you bring in the business, which means if you brought me in the business and I'm serious and I go build this thing up to $10,000 a month, you're getting $2,500 a month without getting out of bed. So I'm going to repeat that. Without getting out of bed, you're going to get that 25% for doing nothing. all because you referred me to the business and you hit the first rank. You do not have any other requirements beyond that. I don't know of any program that functions like this. There are no hoops to jump through. Just keep using your product. That's all you got to do. And you get your checks. Now that gets paid down 5 generations on the check match. So you can do the math on your own time. It's lucrative, just this one area. As you start building a team, you're going to have more people in the second generation than your first, of course, and so on down to the third, fourth, and fifth. Once you hit the dark blue, which is executive, say that takes you a couple of years. You're getting 5% check match of all the people in your fifth generation, which could be hundreds of people. So it's exciting, and there's a bonus plan, which means once you hit associate in the first 30 days, this is called the go-getter bonus. The first 30 days, if you hit it in that first rank, you get an extra $500 bonus. If you hit the next rank in 60 days of the time you start, you get another $1,000 on top of the 5. If you hit leader, which is the green, in the first 90 days from the day you start, you get another $1,500. So for a full amount of $3,000 bonus, you are eligible for. That did not exist when I first saw this business. So it's better now than when I saw it. And the most exciting bonus, in my opinion, because I'm close, is the Audi. So they have an Audi program they just announced. It'll be formally, officially in print by the 1st of November. And what it means is when you hit a certain rank, you get $500 a month towards any Audi you choose. You hit another rank, you get $1,000 a month towards an Audi. You hit another rank, you get $1,500 a month towards an Audi of your choice. And then there's another one, which is just really cool. They haven't announced yet, but it's a big deal for someone who hits a little higher rank. Now, I'm mentioning all this stuff to you now in advance. 1, for transparency. 2, to see how basic it is. But 3, to see how quick you can get to the money and the bonuses, including the car and the fast start bonuses. You do not have to be deep into the pay plan to see the bonuses. You can go get this Audi by telling 3 you get 3 down 5 generations, and you got the Audi. So I'll repeat that. Let's say you told 3 people and they shared it and they got 3. You just did that five generations. You've got the Audi. All you did was tell 3 and you stopped. You just helped those 3 get through 3 and so on. Now, will it work like that? Obviously not, because you might find 4 or 5 and one of those or 2 of those just go crazy and they get 2 or 3 and that guy gets 4. And bottom line is it all flows up to you. I'm just showing you the simple conversation of 3 who get 3, 5 levels down, and you're driving an Audi on their bill. So I just want to thank you for looking at this. This is the right place at the right time when you're positioned ahead of a massive unstoppable trend of which proximity marketing is. This is when fortunes are made. People get in early. Proximity marketing is that trend, and Asirvia is the company that allows you to cash in on this trend right now. So just get back with the person who invited you to this call. If they gave you a business card or you got to their website in some way, make sure you contact them because they can help you understand what the best way to get going is, whether it's for the business or just using the product. So it's helpful because we're a service company, and each of us who work this business, we're committed to serving you and helping you understand the purchase process, make sure you feel like you're purchasing what's right for you and your business. And those of you who want to do the business, you can understand how to get going the fastest so you can get those bonuses and the Audi. So thank you very much for your time. I hopefully get a chance to meet you, and at some point, maybe a 3-way call. Other than that, I'll let you go. Have a great day. Thanks for your time.